In this video, we are going to show you how we transformed our backyard. This is how it was in spring 2018. Lawn was having lots of empty spots. This lawn was first grown from grass seeds. We used an all-season variety. Somehow it ended up with the cool season grass only. So it was dry and dead in warmer months. We also had a veggie patch which was built with leftover bricks. During spring and summer, we used to grow veggies, but in winter it was almost empty. Our backyard can be directly seen from our kitchen and living areas. It wasn't looking good. That's why we decided to do the transformation. Let's see our process. There are 2 apple trees and a small patch of herbs. We wanted to keep those. Also, we wanted to install a garden shed at the corner. We removed more than 400 veggie patch bricks. Instead of dumping those in landfill, we advertised in Gumtree website for free. Following day, one guy came and picked those up. To kill the existing lawn, we sprayed Roundup just before our Christmas holidays. When we returned home after 2 weeks, lawn was dead completely. We hired a rotary hoe from one of the garden equipment suppliers to break up the hard soil and clay. Then we raked out dead grass and debris. Soil from previous veggie patch was reused. Then we added some organic matter. As we have a clay soil in this area, gypsum clay breaker was also added. Next step was to level the soil evenly. For this, we used a soil spreader to get a nice flat finish. After that, a turf roller was used to remove all lumps and bumps and smooth the surface further. We planned to grow some evergreen plants to cover the fence. Therefore, next step was to make garden beds. We used 200 by 50 mm treated pine sleepers for this task. We selected 1.8 meter long sleepers as it was easy to handle. 18 sleepers were used for this main L-shaped garden bed. Depth of the bed is 600 mm. Those sleepers were painted for a nice finish. In order to connect the sleepers, we used cut sleeper pieces instead of flat stake sleeper pegs. Also, we used galvanized steel plinth pegs to hold the sleepers tightly on the ground. For the existing herb patch, frame was done separately and placed it there. Main garden bed is completed now. Next step is building a walkway to the garden shed. As we got a narrow space there, we thought not to put turf. Instead, decided to build a feature walkway. This was built with some timber-looking concrete sleepers and pebbles. We ordered garden soil from a local sand and soil supplier and filled the bed. We wanted to cover the colour-bond fence as much as possible. This part of the fence can be seen all the way from the entrance of our house. So we decided to have trellis to grow some climbing plants. We used 72 by 35 mm structural treated pine posts. Dug the holes and concreted the posts to get them in the ground firmly. To run the climbers, a 50 by 50 mm PVC coated flower mesh was attached to timber posts using U-clips and screws. For another climbing plant, we installed a timber post at one end of the garden bed, which is closer to our alfresco. 2 90 cm high downpipe plant trainers were attached to this post to run the climber. Next step was to lay the turf. The turf we selected is called Kenda Kaiku. It's a warm season grass, but it maintains its color throughout the year very well, even in winter. We got the same turf in our front yard and we are very happy about it. Turf was laid in brick pattern to have a better finish. In order to establish the root system, we let the turf to grow for 6 weeks before mowing it for the first time. This is the look of it after mowing for the first time. This is the look of our backyard in spring 2019. It was lush and green. This climber has grown beautifully now. First plant died, so we replaced that with a plant called honeysuckle. This is near the path next to garden shed in early spring 2022. African daisies were thriving there. After all these hard work and careful selection of plants, now we have an evergreen backyard with flowers throughout the year. Hope you have enjoyed our backyard transformation process. Thanks for watching.